June 14th, 2024. June 14th, 2025. Oh my God, it still can't fit. Yo, I was struggling to put this on last year when I had shorter dreads. My dreads was like to right here last year. And now a year later, it still can't fit. I mean, I already got a big head too, and now I got more dreads. Oh my God. All right. I'm nervous and I'm excited to talk about this. June 14th, 2025. It's been exactly 1 year since I graduated. Right now, I'm recording this at 4 p.m., so it really has been exactly 1 year since I graduated. Because when we walked across that stage, it was 2 p.m., right? 2 p.m.-ish? 2:30-ish? Yeah, it was like 2:30-ish. And we had to wait for everybody to walk across the stage and all the announcements and stuff, and then we left around now. So now is exactly. So because it's been 1 year since I graduated high school, I want to talk about how do I feel since I graduated high school? How do I feel about life? How do I feel about school? How I always been feeling about school, everything that changed since COVID, and etc. So this is gonna be a little juicy video. This is kind of nostalgic and this is kind of fun. My mom saw me put on my gown and she was like, oh, it's already nostalgia, you know, stuff like that. She was feeling the moody again. Like I said 10 times earlier, today is the 14th. This is exactly 1 year since I graduated. I graduated around 2 p.m. June 14th, 2024. I'm class of 2024, unfortunately. But when I graduated, I didn't treat life like it was 2024. I already told y'all this. I've always been in the mood of nostalgia since COVID had hit. And realistically, when I graduated, it felt like I was in 2014. I had an okay day. It was fine. It wasn't all that. It was a good day. I mean, I got out of school, but it was a fine day. So how do I feel about high school? How do I feel about school, period? Not gonna lie. Ever since I graduated high school, I felt free. I felt very, very free to do whatever I wanted to do. I didn't have to go to some place every day of the week, basically every day of the damn week, and we just have 2 days off. I felt like I was able to just explore and become myself, and that's exactly what happened. I became myself, you know, I wasn't abiding by some social structure like a job. It felt like a job. It felt like a prison. School felt like a prison. It felt like I just had to be somewhere and do what they told me to do. I felt like I was stuck. I felt like I couldn't be a human being. I felt like a toy, an object. That's why I've been in these moods. I started a YouTube channel. When I was in high school, I felt like I couldn't really do anything but just wake up early in the morning, go to a place I didn't want to be, and then just come back home and then just live day to day to day. I felt like I was just in prison. I don't miss high school. I don't miss school, period. I felt like ever since COVID had hit, my school kind of fell off too. I went to Achievement First. I went to Achievement First Hartford High School. Matter of fact, removed the high school. I just went to Achievement First Hartford. I've been going to Achievement First Hartford since I was a kid. So I know that building like the back of my hand. I could even walk around the building with my eyes closed. I know that place like my home. I've been there since I was a child. I know my school and I'm used to it. Of course, obviously, if I graduated high school, I was in school for 14 years. I was in school for a very, very, very long time. And I felt like I was just drained and sick of it. It was a pile on me. It wasn't... It don't feel like a place that it should feel like. It should not feel like that. I think school should be a place where it feels fun so kids can want to go. Maybe it depends on the type of school it is. I mean, I used to have a good school. I used to have a very strict school. But ever since high school had hit, ever since COVID had hit, my school kind of fell off, you know. There's been hella more fights. Now they were saying they don't want us to be on our phones. We had a Yonder pouch. I never even used the Yonder pouch. I used to keep my phone in my pocket. Even if the deans and the teachers is watching this video, I'm gonna just let y'all know. Yes, Gary did not have this phone in that Yonder pouch. Not once. I never put my phone in that. I had my phone in my pocket and I just act like I never had a phone. Even during the testing. I know, they probably be like, what? Even though, I know, all the deans and teachers, if they're watching this, yes, I had my phone in my pocket during the damn test. I remember they said, if we catch you with your phone, we're gonna, what's it called? Delete all the test scores of the whole classroom? Nigga, you just ain't catch me on my phone. I'm just good like that. But I never gave him my phone, not once. Except this one dean. This one dean walked into my class. I'm not going to say his name. You know who he is if you see this video. This one dean walked into my class. And I was taking out my phone to text my mom. I wanted some food or some shit. I don't remember what I was doing. But I was texting my mother. And all I saw was a hand just come in front of me like this. I was like, what the hell? And he's like... So I was like, fuck it. You want it? Take it, my nigga. Just take it. Anyway. Yeah. School was feeling trash. It fell off, in my opinion. I don't like... school. I'm gonna be honest, I never really liked school at all. But I didn't like my high school. I didn't get the true high school experience, especially since COVID had hit. COVID had hit when I was 14. I was about to go into high school. And I really missed out on that because we started high school off with virtual Zoom. So my freshman year was virtual. My 10th grade year, I was already damaged from that. So I didn't really want to go back to school. I went to school sometimes it was virtual. I was doing school at home. It was weird 10th grade year. I was lazy. And then my 11th grade year was horrible. That was my worst year of high school. That was a terrible year. It was just boring. It was a lot of work. It just was nothing going on. It was just test after test after test. People were annoying. It just, the whole idea of people just felt different. Then 12th grade year. I ain't gonna lie, 12th grade year is what my high school experience should have started off. 12th grade year felt like how high school should have started off, but it was too late type, if you get my point. It was trying to be normal, and it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad, even though we had the yonder pouches I was just telling y'all about. It wasn't that bad. It just still wasn't hitting, and it's all, I blame COVID, because COVID got rid of a lot of things. So, in a short response, how do I feel about high school? How do I feel about school, period? No, I don't miss it. I don't love it. I feel free. I feel like I'm able to be myself. I feel like I'm able to just be unique as a different person. I'm different. And school was just filled with violence. It was fighting. Last year in May, we kept getting lockdowns at one point because kids was bringing guns to school. I remember showing, you know, when they posted it on the news, I had to show my friends. I was like, yo, look at this. It's on the news. We're on the news. Achievement First is on the news. Achievement First used to be a great, solid school. COVID destroyed it. I'm blaming COVID, you know, because COVID literally got rid of a lot of things. It got rid of the normality of life, 2020. We started off school with Zoom. There was never this much fights when I was younger. This has been back-to-back fights. Everyone's angry. Niggas are sagging their pants, cussing in the hallway, people on their phones. That wasn't how it was when I was growing up. It was very strict. Our principal, Miss Thomas, she probably might be watching this. Hey, Miss Thomas. She was a dean when I was in middle school. So when I was in middle school, she was a dean. I was cool with her. She was cool as hell. I remember she joined Achievement First in 7th grade, so in 2018. And she was cool as hell. And I watched her grow and become principal. So she became principal when COVID had hit. And I remember my school did some march thing during George Floyd when May 2020. There was all types of bullshit was going on. I want to take this off. I ain't gonna lie, this is tight. This was tight last year and it's still tight now. So I got my cap and gown. Obviously, I've been saying this is the thing that they gave me. I seen people walk around with more of these. I told you, I was slacking with high school, so I didn't get any more achievements. So this is the only one that I got. I had a 3.66 GPA in middle school, but in high school I lost it. This was my outfit for graduation. And then my dressy pants that I wore to the Kingdom Hall, I can't find that. But I wore this. Then I had obviously put this on, put on some cologne, and we walked across the stage. And then let me get my shoes. Hold up. I wore these. I have very wide feet. Everything on my body is big, okay? I have very wide feet, so these was kind of hurting my feet. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Hold on. Let me put this back. And fun fact, it's very cloudy outside. It's extremely cloudy outside, just like how my graduation was a year ago today. June 14th last year was extremely cloudy. It looks identical. It damn near feel like I'm about to graduate again. It feels literally just like that. It started to drizzle a little bit. Oh my God, it was weird. It was so, I don't understand how every time we have an important day coming up, Nature decides it wants to do whatever the hell it wants to do. I swear, man, everything in my life be feeling like it's low quality sometimes. I'm not even trying to be funny. I just feel like everything be just feeling like it's low quality. Like, even in our last couple months that we were in high school, they started to rework the school. So they started to rework the playground. We didn't have that when we were kids. How did little kids in elementary get a new playground? We needed that when we were younger. Our classrooms were so packed, so we needed extra space, but we never got that. Now that we're in high school about to graduate, the younger kids get that. High school was born. I didn't really get the true high school experience. High school was very, very thin. Teachers were okay. I had a lot of cool teachers, even down to where it is. Our yearbook. I already showed this in the video, but our yearbook was trash. Look at our yearbook. I remember I had joined a group to see how we, choose the theme of our yearbook. Look at this. I paid $100 for this. Hold up. Oh, yeah. I saw everybody. Look at our teachers. I already showed y'all them, but look at me. I'm right there. I'm number one. Speaking of number one, when we had our senior signing day in May, because my last name is Allen, Gary Allen Jr., named after my father, Gary Allen, I had to go number one to give my speech in front of everybody. So after our principal said her part, they looked at me, and then I had to go up on stage and then tell them what I wanted to do in my life, and then so on and so forth. I could talk about that later on in high school or the other high school videos. But these are just some awards that I was getting in high school. I told you I was slacking with high school. I have way more awards downstairs in middle school and me doing more of my life. But let's talk about graduation. So I already said graduation was a cloudy day, which it was. We went to Goodwin College, but guess what? Like, you see how our cap and gowns is all black? Like, I've seen other schools with colorful ass cap and gowns. What the hell is, what is this? I mean, I shouldn't even feel bad because in Greece too, Greece 1982, they have all black cap and gowns. So I shouldn't even really feel bad for having, you know what I'm saying? All black cap and gowns. But I seen other schools with green, white and red, blue, multiple colors. We just got the basic. So we went to Goodwin College, which is in East Hartford. And our stage was so small and compact together, but it was cool. It was nice. Of course, like I said, my last name is Allen, so I'm number one. So I had to lead the whole school. Go make a left, go up that hill, go down the staircase, and then go down and then go up on stage. I shook my teacher's hand. I shook my other teacher's hand. I dapped up my other teacher. He was cool as hell. And then I had grabbed my diploma, and then I went down, took a picture, and then I went right back to my seat. And then we all transitioned up and then went out and all that. And, it was simple. I'm just so mad that our stage where we graduated was so small. But whatever, I'm thankful. I got my diploma. Where is my diploma? Found it. Here's my diploma. Here's my diploma and all that. My school felt like a 9 to 5 because when I was in elementary and middle school, we had to be at school by 7:30 and we left at 4 p.m. That's 8 hours, 8 to 9 hours, basically. 8 to 9 hours of just sitting down. That was a prison. As a child, that's a 9 to 5. And I wasn't getting paid. In high school, there were shorter days. I ain't gonna lie, when COVID had hit, there was very, very, very much shorter days when COVID had hit. Learning German and stuff, I took German class, that was cool. I had to take gym class with the freshmen. Now the freshmen was cool. Zayon, Josiah, Malcolm, Kason. Yeah, I know y'all gonna see this video, my nigga. I did not forget about y'all. I should have got y'all numbers before I graduated, because I'm never gonna see y'all again. I don't know. But it was cool taking class with the freshmen. I mean, they were alright. They little ass kids. I mean, they 14, I was 18. It was just alright. After I graduated, later in the day, I changed my clothes and we went out to eat. Went to Texas Roadhouse. I love Texas Roadhouse. I've been going to Texas Roadhouse since 2016. So I was like, forget it. Why not just go to Texas Roadhouse when you graduate high school? When I graduated, I wish that I was able to take more pictures with the girls from my school. You know what I'm saying? But, That's tough. Do I miss my friends? I ain't gonna lie. Like I said before, there's no beef for anybody. I love everybody, and everybody loved me. There's no beef for nobody, but do I miss my friends? Sometimes I don't. I'm just gonna be real because this is social media, so I'm gonna be real. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's 50-50. Sometimes I think about them. Sometimes I don't. I'm good off alone. I told you, I could entertain myself. I could be alone for literally a month straight and not complain about it. Like, I'm that good with it. So, I'm cool. Like I said, when I graduated high school, I was able to be myself. So, June 2024, I was already in the mood of nostalgia. I also had like an 80s playlist I was listening to because 80s is my favorite decade of music. And I just felt like I was able to explore a new, happy, good mood. You know, I even had a graduation playlist, a playlist that I was only listening to for that day when I graduated. But that weekend following that, I was in a nice mood where I felt free. I was able to expand my mind. I was able to be me. But do I miss my friends? Do I miss people that I went to school with? Of course, sometimes it's lit, you know, to connect with your people again. But I'm good off alone. But like I said, everybody was cool. Everybody's different in their own way. Everybody doing their own thing. Everybody going to their, you know, they just living their life. But yeah, school just always felt like a place that just felt like it was hogging me down. Like, I just felt like I couldn't be free when I was in school. I felt like it was a place that was taking too much from me. I was getting sick of it. I was getting aggravated with it. I used to love when the snow canceled school back in middle school and elementary school. I used to be happy when we had blizzards, snowstorms, 8 inches of snow, 7 inches of snow, so we could cancel school. The tests were aggravating. I used to love our vacations. The crazy thing is that they give you no vacation time. They always just want you there. And then, if you don't go to school, they can expel you or they'll send CPS to your house. It's just crazy. When COVID had hit, a lot of teachers stayed, a lot of teachers left. The teachers that stayed, a lot of them didn't even recognize me. Some did recognize me. In high school, in like 11th and 12th grade, I saw a few of them again, and they were like, oh, is that Gary? You know what I'm saying? I looked different. I had dreads. When I was in middle school, I didn't have dreads. When I was younger, I obviously didn't have dreads. I had like a box or afro. I just look older to them and stuff, so we would reconnect and stuff. They'll be happy to see me. We will talk. A lot of my friends from middle school, a lot of friends that I grew up with, a lot of left. Good thing I was able to reconnect with them on social medias and stuff like that. See, they remembered me when I reconnect with them on social media. I don't know if they're gonna remember me if they see this video. I don't know. I don't really know. A lot of people that I knew left, so the whole mood of high school was completely different. And COVID, the world felt like it ended. Then a new set of people, it felt like a show, like a new cast arrived. It was boring. Like, if I was to compare school to a show and say which one was the best season, I think the best season of school, the best era of school had to be between 7th grade and 8th grade. There's something about that we don't know about. That shit was cool because everybody that I knew was there. I knew everybody. We were all getting lit. We were all hugging girls. We were all cool as hell. The music was lit. It was before COVID. No AI. No new ageism. It was just lit times. It felt like we were older than what we were because we were bumping some lit ass music. You know what I'm saying? The rappers around that time was like Drake, Travis Scott, Lil Baby, J. Cole, Juice WRLD, X, everybody, Cardi, Uzi. Everybody was dropping bangers. Migos. It was that bridge of time, years, right? Those few years before COVID had hit. It was bangers. You know, Marvel was going crazy, Infinity War, Endgame. It was fire. Kodak. See, but even then, I was listening to my 90s music too. So I was listening to 90s music and I was listening to the new stuff. At the time, it was new stuff. J. Cole and all that. 21 Savage. It was new. That was new when I was also listening to my 90s. It was just golden times. It was lit. But when high school came, everything changed. A new set of people, a new set of teachers, a new set of rules. The school lost its strictness. Everybody was fighting or they were bringing guns to school. We had lockdowns. Man, we had so many lockdowns for no reason. Kids was bringing BB guns to school. I remember one time we thought that a kid actually brought a real gun to school. Nigga, I walked out that school. I walked out of the school. I didn't tell nobody. I just walked out. And then my mom had to come get me. Real shit. Like, a lot of kids left the school that day because they thought that they were bringing real guns. Like, our school was losing strictness. High school wasn't being high school. So why the hell should I be there? Why the hell should I miss it? I feel free that I'm gone. Even though sometimes I think about it, sometimes I get nostalgic of it, sometimes I even have dreams of my friends, but I feel like I could be me. I feel like I'm just to myself now. And I like being this. I like this mood that I've been in since school because I wasn't in this mentally. Everything that I've been talking about on this channel, I ain't gonna lie, started after high school. Spiritual awakening started after high school because school was taking a toll on me. I wasn't going to the Kingdom Hall. I was just at home, just living. I didn't care about nothing. I was trying to figure out my life. I was trying to figure out what I want to do. I was doubting myself. I was feeling weird. I was feeling anxiety. I was just trash. School, I could do so much to talk about school. So many videos I could do to talk about school. So much. There's so much to talk about with school. You could do like 100 videos talking about school. You know, I'm proud of the people who actually make it across the stage. A lot of people that I know made it across the stage. A lot of my family making it across the stage. A lot of people that I know graduated with me. A lot of people I know stayed back. They graduated this year. They're supposed to be class of 2024. I know y'all know who I am. A lot of y'all know who I am. A lot of y'all know who I'm talking about. There's a lot of people that I grew up with in elementary school and in middle school who knows Gary. You know who I am. And they graduated this year. They stayed back. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people who left Achievement First went to other schools. You know who I am. I had a couple, you know, rest in peace. Rest in peace, Marlon. Rest in peace to Aiden. You know what I'm saying? We had a couple people who passed away who couldn't walk across the stage last year or this year. That shit fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I had a friend, Marlon, he passed away on prom last year. That's why I didn't go to prom. I didn't go to prom. Do I regret not going to prom? Hell no. Everything was just dark. Life just felt dark. I don't know what it is about school. I don't know what it was. That shit felt like a prison. I feel like I'm able to be me since I've been out of that place. Man, when I graduated, I had a graduation playlist. And it was all 2010s bumps. It was all stuff that turned me up growing up. You know what I'm saying? It was all my favorite songs from the 2010s because I already told you I don't like music after COVID. This whole video kind of bases off COVID, the destruction COVID caused. I was listening to 2014 music. I was listening to 2010s music. I literally felt like I was class of 2014. I didn't even put that in my caption. When I had made my post on Instagram, I said class of 2014. I didn't even say class of 2024. I just wasn't here. You know what I'm saying? I even edited it and put class of 1984 because I was listening to 80s music. I had an 80s playlist when I graduated high school. In June last year, I felt like I was able to just be me and free. So I put on an 80s playlist. I was bumping in the car, in the house. I was just chilling with my shit. I was just like, you know what I'm saying? During life problems and shit. If anybody who's watching this video is from Connecticut, who went to Achievement First, Hartford High, Hartford Middle School, Elementary School, Summit, anybody who's been to Achievement First, you know who I am. I'm the only black guy you know that's named Gary. You know who I am. There's no other black man in Connecticut named Gary except my father. Because I'm a junior, my father. But no, that's a different audience. I know how to connect with that audience. I'm talking about this, me. You know who I am. I know the dreads, but you know who I am. Come on. So if anybody who is from Achievement First, class of 2024, even class of 2023, like I said, I know some of the seniors. Class of 2025, you know who I am. I know who you are. Comment down below. You could put we here, Connecticut, hashtag Connecticut. You could put black hearts. You could put a graduation cap. You could put a school. Yeah. Hopefully I know who you are from your name on YouTube and shit. But yeah. Man, like, share, subscribe if you're new to put Connecticut on the map. But I'm pretty sure people who's gonna see this, because I might put Achievement First in the title, so you should know who I'm talking about. Like, you should know who I'm talking about. I never forget people. I may forget names, but I'll never forget faces. That's just how I am. CT out. Man, I had to go in the closet and grab this. And then these is from elementary school. This is from like 3rd and 4th grade, 10 years ago, 10, 11 years ago, 12 years ago. So I'll put that there. But this is, I got this when George Floyd passed away. So, yeah, I told you, when I say that we missed out on our middle school graduation because of COVID. So we had to get our high school graduation, but our high school graduation was okay because we went, you know what I'm saying? But look. And then we took pictures and stuff. We took some pictures with the, man, that was cool. But damn, COVID really destroyed everything if you think about it. Oh my God, I made a mess in my room. My cap and gown was in that. And then this is all college stuff. And then I had to go grab this out the closet. The only good thing that I could say that I really appreciated, that when nostalgia had hit me and I felt like I wanted to cry, was when before we graduated, before we walked across the stage, we did a little mini celebration in our school. So they pulled me because I'm the head of the line because my last name is Allen. They pulled me and told me to, I have, this is the path you have to walk through. Kindergarten through fourth grade, we were in the elementary part of the school. And they told us to walk, in this specific path and I have to lead the high school behind me. And there was so many, they had all the elementary kids. Like I could cry right now talking about it. They had all the elementary kids basically cheering and celebrating that we're about to graduate high school and move on with our life. So in the midst of that, I saw a lot of teachers that taught me when I was a kid. So 10 years ago, 9 years ago, 11 years ago, I saw a lot of teachers who taught me as a kid. They didn't recognize me, but I recognized them because they still look the same. But I got dreads, I'm older now. They didn't recognize me. But I was like, when I was walking through all those kids and they were yelling and cheering for us and they were giving me high fives, I almost started crying. I was like tearing up while walking. I was like, this is beautiful. This is lit. We need more of that joy in the world, Oh my God, I saw so many teachers I saw who taught me when I was in the elementary school. They didn't recognize me, but I recognized them. It was a few that was like, yo, hey Gary, what's up? Pat me up. But the rest, and I'm like, you taught me 10 years ago. You don't remember me? But man, that was like one of the best things out of high school, that celebration thing, because we had our caps, we had in our gowns, and the kids were yelling and cheering for us. They're giving us high fives. You know what I'm saying? We need that joy in the world.
So go back to the door and walk back again. You know I'm Aggie.
Yeah. So these kids want to sit here and do stuff and act like it's funny. Everything is funny to these kids.
Let's go. I like how you walked out before. You just like pushed the door. You look awesome, nigga.
And it go with the shoes.
Yes, it does.
It go with the fit.
Inside the boys' closet.
I don't know why they still upstairs. We're all supposed to leave right now. Look at this. Look at how cloudy it is in June. My nigga, this is June, bro. A year since I graduated. This is exactly how it looked last year. Anyway, but I just wanted to show you the sky. Look at this. I just threw on sweatpants because I'm not putting on no dressy clothes for this. The other night, I saw a lot of kids in a cap and gown outside. A lot of kids. But I'm like, I got mines before you. I'm better than you, so stuff. But look how cool it is. It feels good wearing this because I feel like I accomplished something. Just having it on. It's really cold in June. I can't believe it. But look, it's 24. It feels good wearing this. That's why I don't want to take it off yet. I feel like a unk. I feel like a unk. I feel old already. Imagine next year, 2026 and 2027. I completely forgot about this. I was literally late to school every day. I did not miss a day. When I say I was fed up with school, I was really fed up with school. I'm the only person that got this award. Like, I damn near might be late to my own funeral. Or if I became a movie director, like I said I wanted to, I might be late to my own movie premiere. Yeah. Let me go in my basement. Don't let me fool you. I have way more awards than those that I just showed you. All my awards is in there. I got family stuff and I got like all my awards in there, but I'm just too lazy to get it. But in my next video, when I talk about high school, like in school period in my next videos, I'm gonna go in here and grab it. But they're in here. They're in here. All from when I was in kindergarten, down to kindergarten. Okay, so kindergarten, not high school. All my awards is in here. I'm just too lazy to get it. Don't let me fool you. I'm the smartest nigga you know.
Gary M. Allen Jr. Carolina Bannister. Naomi Will Blake. Michael Japan Gordon. Carolina Bannister.
Yes!
Naomi Will Blake.
Stay in there. I like that, I like that, I like that. That's cute.
Oh, I already took pictures. Let's get our pic. Let's get our pic. Young man. Well, you don't need Junior to tell you.
You know what I'm saying?
That you did a good job. You did an excellent job. You are a great mom.
Thank you.
And I told you that a few times.
I know, you always tell me.
You're not junior, you're senior.
You always tell me
I
that.
thought about you, man. I thought about the next one. Right? Would it give you the look up?
Let's go! Hey! Let's go! Congratulations! Woo! Hey! Blessings to my baby. Hey! I saw your eyes, hey! Hey! Let's go! My baby! Congratulations! Let's go! Hey! That's so cute!
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
Hey, 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 oh, yes. Everybody's food. Let's see what everybody got. What you eating? The sea bass? Come back. Oh my goodness. What a fall. I can't with you. Huh?
You had to drink up.
I didn't even drink it yet because I wanted to look pretty. Just looking cute for. Okay.
The farthest I can go.
Go ahead. Woo woo! Congratulations, my baby.
And as I went out there, Allie didn't know I was there, so